Lanterns episode 1 left us with 3 mysteries. Is Hal dead? Who killed him? And what happened to his ring? And I love a good mystery. What's the deal, my people? You know it is a Don Tony Teflon, and I'm back at you another one. In this episode, I'm going to break down those 3 things and tell you exactly how I feel what this show is trying to point us to. Mystery number 1, is he dead? Now, in comic books, we know that you can always come back. But at this particular time, is he dead? And my answer is yes. I know that there is a chance that there could be an alien, because they talked about aliens taking human form, that is using him as a disguise. And this alien is who's killed in this spot right here. But I think that takes away from the gravitas that they're trying to show us. If they show him dead at the end of episode 1, and in the end it just comes back and they're like, fooled you, it just doesn't work. I think they're trying to set up his demise, and this is how it's going down. We're going to have our Green Lantern already, it's just not going to be him. The showrunners themselves also hinted at this in their roundtable after the episode was over. So unless they're just straight up lying, I think this is the way we're going.
Like, how do we get there?
Why? How did we get there? Because at the end of this episode, Hal's dead. Hal's dead.
So I'm going to take their word for it and just say Hal is dead. Again, to show a guy actually take a human form and then that be exactly the way that it ends and it's really not him is very heavy-handed, and I just do not think it fits the people who make this show. This wouldn't be good writing. So that brings us up to the next mystery. Where is the ring and who has it? Again, not that much of a mystery in this situation. We have already seen Guy Gardner in the main timeline as the Green Lantern. And we know that our boy was not chosen by the ring. He was chosen by the elders. So we have to think that the ring flew off of Hal's finger. That's the way it goes in Green Lantern lore. The ring just flies off and finds its next person. And for some reason, it chose Guy Gardner. It did not choose him. Again, I think that comes back to him being chosen by the elders and not the proper way that the ring did it. But maybe this is the right way to do it, because we see Guy Gardner's a dickhead, right? Nobody likes him. He's just not a good lantern. And in the end, he's going to have to lose this ring to our boy, because we know who the real Green Lantern is in this show and going forward in this universe. So that's who has the ring, and that is where the ring went. Not a big mystery here. That brings us to our last mystery: who killed him? Now, I'm going to have to guess on what I've seen in this episode to make me think who this person was. Let's go down some of the suspects and see who it could have been. Could it have been an alien? We know he had the alert from himself when he saved his own memory, and the first thing he said was, "Am I dead?" And also that they were aliens in this area. So it's possible that it could have been an alien. In fact, most likely that is what's going to be, because the alien he was interrogating knew all about the Green Lanterns, knew all about their message, knew all about what they say, and when he said it, that's what got him upset. So you would think that these people are familiar with them, and that means that these people are the Manhunters, right? That's what it's going to be. They were created by the Guardians and then disposed of by the Guardians, so they have something personal against all of the Guardians and the Green Lanterns, and that's what it seems like is going on. We also have some footage that we've seen in the upcoming trailers of someone transforming into what looks like a Manhunter. So that's what it's going to be, but who is this Manhunter? Now, we can say that when we look at the future timeline, we could see the ranch itself is destroyed in the future timeline. And I think that's significant because we know that the people running this ranch are trained with weapons and they're trying to fight any aliens that come into this sector. So since this ranch and their people would be an immediate threat, you would think they would have to take the husband out because he's the one running them and take out this ranch. Now, it was always a little suspect to me that this woman, out of nowhere, just all of a sudden spotted a boy up in the bar and all of a sudden just had sex with him like that. Turns out that this woman is the rancher's wife. This doesn't sit well with me the way it went down. And you would need an inside person, right? Now, if you have her and she is a manhunter, you put her on the inside of this ranch of radicals, of all these people who are trying to stop everything. It would be great to have somebody on the inside there. So my suspicion 100% goes towards her over everybody else, unless I'm proven wrong. But right now, that's what I'm gonna go with. I think that she is dirty and she has something to do with this. And when we look at him being dead, we see the bullet shot right to the head. That's the number one thing that we see. That is what caused him to get got. And we know how many guns they have up at that ranch. To me, it just all fits. But maybe it's just too neat right now. Maybe there's something else that I've missed. I'm going to go back. I'm going to look and see if there's something else. But that's when I need you in the comment section. Maybe there's somebody I'm overlooking and you guys in the comment section can't pick up on it. If so, put it in the comment section. Now, we know eventually she will get caught, but how will she get caught? I think they explained that too. When he was doing the interrogation of the manhunter, that I'm saying is the manhunter, the thing that gave it away was the guy didn't know Harry Potter. Like, he knew all of the stuff he needed to know about that guy, but all the cultural references and things like that he could not pick up on. He did not know those things. So I think it comes down to that with her. We have to look at and see if she knows all these cultural references, if she knows something. So I think she's going to be asked a simple question that everybody on the planet probably would know, but because she's on the mission, she won't know this, and that would give it away. I think they'll do that underhanded. It's not going to be very heavy-handed. They're gonna try to fly that one under the radar, if it's her or whoever it is when it comes down to it. That's going to be the key. I also think that he's going to send a message back again to himself. Once the ring comes back into possession of John, then we'll get that message from Hal, and how that message will be the key of solving his mystery. He'll get another one because he said before that he stopped doing them for 5 years, right? He just stopped making all these messages. I think he's going to make another message. Now, Guy Gardner, who has the ring, probably just don't care about the message and overlooked it. But once he runs into our boy, then all of a sudden that message is going to come to light. And that's what's going to be the break in the case and allow him to figure out what's going on in this situation. This is going to be a shorter video, and I'm sorry about that. I don't get these screeners like these big channels, and I would never get them and then try to act like I'm making something up. That's just not my integrity, right? So everything I make up is just my theory, and I have not seen anything. And if you appreciate people who work like that, do me a favor, thumbs up this video, subscribe to the channel. I'll also be doing live streams about this show. Make sure you're subscribed so you can call in during the live stream and talk to me personally and let me know what you think is going on. I think DC has themselves a good show here. It seems they do good with television shows, but the movies are very iffy, and I know the exact reason why, and I'll make a video explaining why the movies that don't work and the TV shows do work. And if DC just followed this thing, DC could be not as successful as Marvel, but they could be very close. So if you like the way I do this, please thumbs up this, spread this across the realm, and of course subscribe. And until next time, you know who it is. Peace and stay sexy.